We're going to go live to Lakeshore and Long Branch, where police providing an update on a fatal shooting.
Within the residence at the time, a demand for personal valuables was made and a struggle ensued. A male 30-year-old was shot and the suspects fled the residence. They got into a white or light-colored sedan and fled southbound on Long Branch Avenue and turned westbound on Lakeshore Boulevard West. The officers attended, performed first aid. Paramedics arrived and transported via emergency run the victim to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. At this time, that's the gist of the information that we have. A thorough video canvass is currently underway. We are processing the scene on the outside at this point, and we'll be moving into the interior of the residence following that.
What can you tell us about the other person who was in the residence at the time? Is it like a spouse? Is it and are they cooperating?
At this point, what I can say is that the other individual was not injured and has been spoken to by police.
What's their relation to the victim?
I don't know the extent of the relationship other than to say that they're friends.
They're friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Whose house was it? The victim's house or the?
No, he was visiting.
Okay. And so
Yeah.
was it the other person's house?
The other person is the resident.
Right.
Yes.
And did you say a suspect description? Any of the description?
So what we have at this point is it's difficult to say with any measure of certainty, but three individuals dressed what appears to be all in dark clothing, wearing like ski masks or balaclavas, concealing their identities, getting into the light-colored sedan and fleeing.
Is this a targeted situation or is this random?
We believe this is a targeted situation in that there was valuables that were sought after.
And did you identify what the specific target of the home invasion was? Like what?
You know, I'm not going to get into the specific items. What I can say is I know there's a lot of like buzz about this like home invasion kinds of situations. It wasn't vehicle related, is what I can say.
It's something they had in the home.
Yeah, it's personal valuables.
How would these suspects have known about these valuables?
That's going to certainly be part of our investigation.
You can't say this is a home invasion, a violent home invasion.
This was a violent home invasion. There was entry that was forced, and there was violence inside of the unit, and ultimately the 30-year-old was shot a number of times.
Any gunshots outside of the unit?
There's no indication there was any gunfire on the outside at all.
There's any reason to believe that the suspects knew the victims or either of the two people that were in the home?
I mean, we can't say with any level of certainty, so I have no idea at this point. But again, that's going to be a portion of our investigation.
Did the items, can you say whether the items that were in there belonged to the homeowner or this person that was visiting?
To the homeowner, yes.
Okay.
So, any other questions? Thank you very much.
City News has station.
All right, that's homicide investigators giving some more details on the city's latest homicide. They say a 30-year-old man was shot and killed in what police are calling a violent home invasion in the West End, Lakeshore, and Long Branch. They say that the victim, a 30-year-old man, was visiting a friend's home where three suspects broke into the home, demanded personal valuables, not a vehicle. They say eventually the man was shot several times. The suspects fled in a light-colored sedan. They were heading southbound on Long Branch in the west on Lakeshore West. They also add that in terms of descriptors, they were three suspects wearing balaclavas or ski masks. The 30-year-old man, there was some life-saving measures performed on him by first responders, but later pronounced dead. Now, they are saying this is targeted, though, because there were valuables that were shot by these suspects, but these were not a car that they were looking for at this time. Again, so a 30-year-old man shot and killed in what police are calling a violent home invasion. Now, they say that the suspects broke into the home at Lakeshore and Long Branch looking for the owner of the home's personal valuables. At this point, we understand that the owner of the home was there. They were unharmed. They were with the victim. They are friends. They didn't really give as much details in terms of their relationship there. But again, police are currently doing a video surveillance right now trying to find these people. Again, 3 suspects fled in a light-colored sedan. They were wearing ski masks or balaclavas, dark-colored clothing. The vehicle headed southbound on Long Branch and then west on Lakeshore West.